Dun, 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 dun.
And we're live with a, I think, CNN opening. Oh, this is what I get for not having Jesse with me. So, welcome back to the not quite final episode, but the final episode before Gen Con. And with us tonight, we have the Super Aragon Brothers.
Hey.
Which one's Luigi and which one's Mario?
Well, I'm Fernando, and
I'm Edwin.
Okay.
which one do you think's old?
Fernando, Edwin. You are. Fernando.
Wow. See, I'm growing old. Work is aging me.
See, there you go. I'm actually a year and a half older.
Oh, wow. I'm also horrible with ages, so.
Yeah.
So you should not work at a carnival then.
All right, so for those of you that are questioning what's really going on, Carl, our unpaid intern, also known as Giggles, decided to skip out on his champs talks because a tornado of sharks was more important. However, since the real mastermind behind the Slithering Champion is actually the co-host, we'll be going over that with him rather than Giggles. This is why Giggles will remain the unpaid intern of Total Justice Gaming for all eternity.
Oh, Jesse might be joining us momentarily anyways.
Oh, right then.
But while we're waiting for the show up, Fernando, why don't you two tell us about yourselves a bit while we're waiting for him to show up?
Sure, yeah. So I started playing in 2006. It was World Warriors, my first, let's see, it was called the Gaming Pit then. It became the Wasteland Gaming, but back in 2006, one of the guys who worked there had some demo decks. It was Chun-Li and Taki, and I played, and I was like, this game's awesome. And he's like, we have a pre-release today. It's World Warriors and Soul Calibur. So played, I got hooked, and then I hooked this guy into it.
Yep.
We played. Well, at least I played back till maybe March 2007. The good thing about the Atlanta area at that time, we had a lot of stores where we could go. There was like the Gaming Pit on like Tuesdays, and there was like Waba on
Sundays.
on Sundays, and then there was like Paragon Games, which isn't Paragon. But that was like on Thursday, so we were like going to like 3 different UFS tournaments, weeklies, a week, and winning promos. It was like turnout of maybe 10, 12 people, and thinking back to those times, that's really what triggered us really pushing to create a weekly scene here, to kind of relive those memories. I think the game is in a strong place right now, and products available, great product, and I know I've been rambling, so I'll let Edwin talk.
Rambling is what we do best, by all means. Ramble as much as you feel like. You guys actually host your own UFS show now.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was a little experiment that we started, and there'll be some more episodes. One of the guys that I've grown close to recently is Shane Duckworth. We met in the Atlanta PTC in 2014, and then in 2015 we talked again, and been keeping in touch since then. Really cool guy. And when I told him that we were thinking about starting up some content, and Joe, mad props to you. I mean, you're the OG at this. You're like the godfather of of these podcasts. I think I've seen just about all of yours.
We are almost at 100 videos, actually. We are now, as of with you guys, 3 videos away from 100 videos for Total Justice.
Nice. And maybe we should have held out for the 100, video, and we could have.
God only knows what we're doing for that. I didn't even think we'd get past 50.
We're gonna have your world champion, the co-host.
Yeah.
I know Jesse's
I don't know what you're
right
talking
there. Say hi,
about.
Jesse.
Hi guys.
I know Jesse's right there. Say hi, Jesse.
I could have met you, Jesse. You don't know. It's gonna be one of us.
Or the unpaid intern world champion.
Yeah.
People keep realizing I'm actually only mediocre at this game. I just am really good at running a podcast.
Don't let them know.
Cool.
Let everyone think you're really good.
Why would I
Just
lie?
pretend. Just never play. Never play and be like, yeah, I got this show. I must be good.
I never do play. I'm just now being able to start playing again because we have a play group. Ish. Play group-ish.
And you guys are in Nashville, right?
We are in
Yes.
I love Nashville. So when I'm up there, I'm gonna go hang out with you guys for sure.
We are Sunday-based, so be aware of that. Tennessee is a very unique scenario for UFS,
Okay.
just in general. But, all right, so the whole gang's together. I am out of focus, which may actually bring up the viewer rating. So, Matt, go ahead and bring up the PTC list, please.
Yep. Let me screen share the correct screen.
You guys do this. I got boxes to open.
Oh, you got your boxes?
Yeah. FedEx finally found them.
Oh, sweet.
Are they Neomax?
No.
Lock the screen, Matt.
Darkstalkers.
I got some. I had a high-low store credit with cool stuff I needed to get. I wanted to burn through, so I bought some more Darkstalkers because we needed a lot of stuff still.
Share and lock the screen. Lock the screen.
Sorry. I got distracted. I got a ping, and I thought it was one of you guys sending me something from somewhere else.
So
All right,
we
is the screen locked?
no. Click your
No.
actual portrait.
All right, now does this look locked?
No, you have
Yes.
to click your. It's on there, but you need to click your portrait to keep it on you.
I thought it was. That's the weird thing.
I think it's screen locked.
Yeah, I think it's
it's
screen locked now.
It's still bouncing back and forth between people talking. Oh, wait, I have to screen lock it.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe.
Okay, there we go. I know how
All
to
right.
run a video.
All right, so we're just going to go through. I was going to skim through them real quick and talk about them because I was in this event and I was in the top 8. We'll go through them all, and then I'll go through a couple extra points on a few of the decks. First place was Jeffrey Kahn playing Snake Man. This is the deck that we've had together for a while. He's won an Empire Circuit or 2 with it. A similar deck that we had I gave to Ryan Field to win the PTC at Origins. It's gotten a few updates, but since it's already seen it before, I'm just going to talk about the updates. The 2 main things that it got was out of the sideboard, Fighting has won, which is Hisenko's Foundation that you can respond from the momentum to discard it to cancel a response that your opponent plays.
Yep.
It's really good against Revoke, Kapoka Training, where there's smoke, all these really awesome things. And then the other big one was Hunter's What's More, another Hisenko card, which is a 1/5 +3 high block spam, which the deck needed more spam, so that was really good. And it also is it's respond when you play another copy of this card, add it to your momentum. So it's free momentum generation outside of combat. So you can gain your momentum. You can gain your momentum, use Jacket, tap something down, gain another momentum, play your Murakumo, get another momentum, and there's 3 momentum for Murakumo without throwing a single attack.
Yeah.
So
That's how we beat Kevin.
Yeah. So all these people are saying it's like, oh, just block his attacks and never let him get any momentum. That doesn't really work.
Doesn't need it anymore.
Second,
Feel free to jump in and comment anywhere.
I still feel that deck needs to give up yet, but possibly that's just me.
maybe we've thought about it. It's hard to fit it. People are trying so hard to block him at this point, anyways.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Fernando, you 2 guys.
Yeah, so I noticed the one Skull Barrier, and this is just I've seen a lot of lists. Is Skull Barrier like a 1/2 of in most decks? Is there any deck that run 4, or is it just people don't own?
There are
2
decks
decks.
that run 4.
There are 2 decks I would run 4 of. One of them is a lot of the Skullman lists.
Okay.
Because Skullman can either just string out a bunch of attacks. If he's playing the water build, he can pick up with Ettencellas,
Right.
which conversely, the other deck that you play it is Lilith, because she can pick it up with Ettencellas, and she can pick it up with her own ability. Those are the big ones that I see it with. This is just in here. We have it in there. It's a little defense mechanism. That was annoying echo.
Yeah.
And this is, and I guess this next question is just for my own education. I guess with UFS, because you're paying for the cards with the control check off the top of your deck. I've always tried to stay away from one-ofs in decks, seeing that I may always flip it over as a check and not get to it. I guess, what are y'all's thoughts on that? If you do that, should there be a way to recur it, or?
There is actually a way to recur it.
Okay.
Someone's open somewhere.
It's not me. Is it you, Joe?
Me? One second. Yeah, it's theirs. That's where the feedback's coming. I'll talk and then I'll see the feedback screen go off. That's weird.
When you guys shared the link, did you keep the window open?
For
YouTube.
for YouTube.
Do you have the actual YouTube channel going?
Oh no.
Okay.
No, I just have I have a Google
Google Hangout box, right?
The Google Hangout box, and then Total Justice Gaming from Facebook.
This is weird.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks.
Like, it literally just started.
Yeah.
I think it might be Fernando. I think it's picking up us talking on their screen. Like their own mic.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, that could be it. Let's see. So what I'll do is
You do realize Sean put shoal barrier, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. It's going away. Can you guys still hear us?
Yeah, so what I did is I'm just going to mute the microphone when we're not talking, and that'll probably help.
Okay. All right, but for now, we'll go through the first card. But yeah, the main thing with Skull Barrier, for one-ofs, there's two reasons why I usually have one-ofs. Either I'll have more copies of the cards in the sideboard to shore up other matchups. With here specifically, it was you don't want to be playing too many non-lows, and there is actually a way to recur it. You can put it in your momentum with Murakumo, and then respond with his R or use Surveyor to pick it up.
That's true.
Hey Matt,
So,
how
there's
is
a
it
couple-
around detachable body?
You just you play 3 foundations past the turn.
Yeah.
That's all you do. The detachable body is like everybody thinks it's the answer to this deck, and let me tell you also, when he's trying to kill you and you go to detachable body, they're all 5-speed attacks. Like they're not easy to block.
The other thing is you can cat force it away if they don't use it right away. You can also use fighting as one. It's a response.
Yep.
Okay. Because, I mean, I was about to ask, what about Sweet Nothings? But then Sweet Nothings, I think, is a response, too.
Yep.
No, Sweet Nothings is an E. Sweet Nothing's an E.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just
Oh,
E
that's
it.
an answer.
So like if they I actually tested a deck with Sweet Nothings against this yesterday. It slows him down, but it doesn't finish. You're still gonna die. It's just it's eventuality.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to the next deck. Second place was Kevin Broberg playing Gemini Man, who apparently thought Giggles was easy money.
Yep.
Yet he's in second place. This is another deck we've seen a lot of. It's Keenan's original list with a couple of updates, like some Malice and Mines. Not 5 of them, There's only 3. The extra 2X's wasn't supposed to be there. Like 1X big job and a few other things that he was just experimenting with. But yeah, there's no real actual changes to this deck, and I feel there's not much to talk about this. You guys got anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, well, I really like this list. I've seen some similar evil builds on this, and yeah, I mean, it looks exciting. I guess maybe because I own a lot of the cards, so I'm like, yes, I can build one. I can build a deck list. I really love just going down the cards. Mega Man Copy. That card is so awesome. I love that card.
Yeah, I undervalued that card.
Yeah, same.
Really?
I just didn't see it as originally as like I thought it was okay. I just didn't think, and then like I realized, okay, in Gemini Man, it's a 6 mid for 4. That's like it's a great attack to lead into give up yet. That's what it really is. Like same with Diamond Breath. They're really good attacks that lead into that. They lead very well into it.
Yeah, and the stun ability is so good too. Gosh, it's just awesome because it can be a great first attack. It could be a great finisher because it has a powerful ability, and of course with Gemini Man, like you said, the speed, you could crank up the speed, and then the block. I mean, it's just never a dead card. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And the other card that stands out here that I really like, well, of course, is Ice Slasher, but Ring Boomerang. Love Ring Boomerang.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The combo ability where you can, off ranged, and then you can draw a card. So good. So I really like this list, and honestly, I'm going to build something similar. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun deck. And the 1X Millennium Games and Hobbies for that good luck.
The fact that he took a sideboard spot and did that was amusing.
He's done that every single tournament since he's gotten it. He must play a deck with that card. All right, on to the next
thing. I was just gonna ask. So I've noticed, and again, just getting back into the game, Plum Eater, is that a staple in like all evil decks?
It is an answer for Snake.
Okay.
It's right now the anti-momentum stuff is really good to have main deck. There's just so many decks that revolve around needing a couple momentum stacked up for it to pay costs. So Plum Eater's really good. There's that one mature foundation, rare foundation. That one might start seeing. Yeah, like that one light is really good. Like
reactive style is a good one.
Kim's Kick. Like those are cards that maybe if you're playing some of those symbols, you might want to have in your sideboard because there's some decks that just are playing right now and stack up their momentum and hope they can kill with it.
Yeah, like Felicia.
That's what I was getting ready to say. On Tuesday in our weekly league, my buddy Andy, he went 3-0 with Felicia deck, and it's bonkers. She builds momentum so fast, and once she has the momentum, she's just so good.
Yeah, just chooses her spot and does rolling upper, or just uses any powerful attack and just kind of overpower any sort of opposition at that point, because all those small jabs and pokes will whittle down even the biggest of life totals. So.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of Felicia. She's really good. I underestimated her.
Yeah, I
got there.
Yep. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually played in our draft that we did for the Empire Circuit over the weekend. I played Felicia. Greatly underestimated how good my cards were with her, and completely destroyed and got my plane ticket for Nationals. And I've got a deck together for right now.
Right. And we actually, just a quick plug, we actually have that winning Felicia deck list from Wasteland Gaming Tuesday Weekly on our website, superaragonbrothers.com. So check that out.
That's a really good deck for anybody who wants to play Felicia without a lot of it's just starter deck cards, man.
Yeah.
Like everybody thinks you need her ultra rare to get there, and you really don't. You just need like one Felicity House is really all you need.
And Air Slam All-Star in that deck. So good.
All right.
All right. Yeah. So sorry to derail there, but
No, that's fine. On to the next deck. We got Ryan Fields playing Garrett Brett. This was just it was a Death Garrett deck. I didn't get to see a bunch of it in the tournament. He was playing a lot of new cards like Neophaticas, Spragios, and whatnot. But it seemed like it's just other Garrett decks where it tries to outbuild you. It abuses Balance Fighter and all the other discard effects and whatnot.
So basically, only Garrett understands how the deck works.
Not quite. I feel like this is a pretty toned down because I'm not seeing too many things here that are splashed off of completely different symbols, like any air-only cards or anything like that.
True.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see much of it, so I don't have much to comment on it. Definitely, its big thing was winning with Finale Rossos.
Yeah, Finale Rossos and the other attack, the Neophaticas, whatever. Yeah, like he had a few games where I watched him like play those at the end of a string, and they were like, "This is for 6. Play the next one. This one's for 6." Like, this the guy. He had so many. Their opponent had so many cards in their staging area.
Mm-hmm. But Death is not my strong suit, so I don't have much to really comment on this one. You guys have anything?
It doesn't lose too much power when rotation hits because we have stuff that replaces and still ups its draw. So the loss of Cataclysmic Force is not as overpowering as most people think it's going to be.
No. I think any deck that's not Chaos is really going to miss that card.
No, any deck that's... No.
Last Ditch Gamble goes also, which is... I'm really sad that Last Ditch Gamble leaves.
I'm okay with those because I've never had to build with those.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be honest. I'm okay with all the champ cards leaving because I never really.
Yeah, we don't have any, so.
Yeah.
So I'm all for it.
All right. Let's go to the next deck though, because yeah. Hey, look! It was Matt Hughes. Possibly this guy.
Yeah, this is the deck I wanted to talk about.
All right.
I've been trying to build a Jiffany deck, and I'm happy to see it in the top 8 list. So great job, man.
Thanks. So this is a void control deck, similar to the Athena decks that people have been running around with for a while, with a couple of slight changes. I took out the discard package of like Silent Assassins because I don't have the ability to drop multiple of those into play in one turn. The one thing that helped me learn this deck was the week previous, we'd had a special tournament called the Jiffany Jamboree, which was all of us played Jiffany.
That literally sounds like an episode title for Gem.
And the holograms?
Yes.
But it's basically it just browbeats your opponent with its gigantic card advantage of being an 8 hand size, and you just sit there and you just like build 4 or 5 every turn, and just be holding on to like a Rain Flush, a Revoke, and a Leaf Shield. And it has my favorite combo of Leaf Shield and Fulfilled in Battle, to where you could just fully block, take no damage from an attack every turn, and then bring it back to your hand at end of turn to keep on defending yourself. So you just completely negate a card every turn from your opponent's hand.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. And the other big advantage is you can. It's a double keyword attack with it having breaker and ranged. So you always have, when doing this combo, a double keyword attack to throw in front of Rain Flush. So everything just gels very well together. the biggest thing that I missed putting into this deck was Land of the Makai, the Darkstalkers tin that's F commit 1 foundation, commit all copies of a foundation in your opponent's staging area. That would have really helped against Goro with all his DR. Got any questions for the deck?
Yeah, actually, so I haven't built a deck with Firestorm yet. I really like the card, and I saw that you were running 2. How did 2 work? Because I definitely didn't want to run 4, and I was leaning towards 3. Did you find that you were able to use the card pool ability with 2? Was it like accessible, or?
Definitely with the 8-card hand size. It allowed me to see copies of cards more. Can you fix the mic for what? There we go. Okay. But yeah, it allows me to see it and hold on to it for I'm ready. The +0 mid was always really nice, and it was more for in there, to where I could have a block, and then essentially for the next turn be a 9-card hand size, where I could just sling out this big 7 damage move to scare the crap out of my opponents. If it hit, it hit. If not, whatever. Also, if my opponent's playing like last-ditch gambles or something, the other response to turn those off unless they pay 4 would be really annoying to them. The only thing I didn't like about it is it doesn't have 2 keywords, so I can't play it into Rain Flush. So if I had a big long kill turn, I had to play that into like a Rolling Cutter or something, and then my Rain Flush. But I definitely like it as a 2-of in Void decks. I think the most I'd ever play in any deck is 3, and that's if I was like Fireman or something where I really want to abuse it.
It's really good in God, what's that guy's name? Ralph? Really good.
Oh yeah, Ralph. I miss Ralph.
And just one thing I wanted to point out there, because I saw Soul Beats in your list. So good. Soul Beats is so good.
Stupid.
Yep.
I've been trying to feed it into my friend for the past month. He doesn't believe the card is good. And then he keeps losing when I have 3 times as many foundations as him, and he just can't figure out how this card's not good.
Yeah, it's essentially I'm going to loot this foundation, gain a foundation, look at a card. I mean, there's honestly no downside to having it in your deck, and I believe it has a block on it too. So it's just, I mean, it's all around a fair, like a well-balanced card. So
it's just great to have like a solid first turn where you play 4 foundations, pass, right? And then your second turn, you're like, I'll review Soul Beats. So essentially, your first turn was 5 foundations. It's so good.
Yeah. I actually had 1 or 2 games during the tournament where I went build 5, say go. My opponent's upset. Cycle of Soul Beats. They're really upset. Rolling Cutter. Rain Flush, eat. Rain Flush, eat. Okay, you're dead.
Yeah, it's really good.
Now, on to one of the more interesting decks, I think. Benjamin Broberg, the other Broberg in the tournament, playing Jeddah. He had turned down the Broberg SmackDown challenge of both of them playing Gemini Man in the tournament and seeing who's the better one, which was upsetting to me, but whatever. It brought this up. We got to see how good Jeddah was. I think he's obviously going to be the new Tornado Kick deck, as that's the top attack he's got listed there. His enhanced works really well with it. You could play most of the other stuff before. The only thing you lost besides Joe Hill itself, the only thing you lost was Entangle. But just every attack, you get to RFG one of your things, so you discard pile and fill them up. So going like move, Curse Splat's E, play a Tornado Kick. You get like 6 to 8 cards in their card pool that way, depending on how much others, like Seratanium Blades and other stuff you have. And this was a very unpolished deck. Like, he came over to my house the day before and just started taking cards out of mine and Jeff's binders and just started sleeving. with pretty much no testing at all whatsoever. So I would really like it if someone took this, cleaned it up, and made it start running a lot smoother. I think this could be a pretty terrifying deck.
I have a slightly more condensed version right here in my hands, actually.
Are you running Wings and Claws? Because that's the #1 thing we're adding in.
Yes.
The ability to just, all right, get rid of this crappy foundation I don't care about, put a reversal into my card pool, respond end of turn, pick up my reversal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, look, I got my Skull Barrier ready for you. God. Any other comments or questions about this deck?
It's a Ben deck. It already scares me.
I think any deck that I see with Curse Splat is just... I love Curse Splat. Great card.
I gotta start playing it more myself.
It's so much value. I like it.
All right. Now, 6th place is Tim Keefe playing with himself.
Haha!
Nope, Tim Keefe playing with Time Keefe. Okay. A little bit different there. Thank you, Sean. Maybe I should start talking to myself one day. This is... Does anyone know if this is similar to the deck Garrett played in California?
I think this is a water deck. Garrett played Chaos.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I did not look at Scotts Valley.
But also this is legal with all of the Felicia cards, which
that would be the big difference, right?
Yeah.
I forgot those weren't legal. That's why I didn't look at them. This deck was terrifying. You can loop danger zones. His ability instantly allows you to set up for Shiranui no Mai. He can do silly tricks with Ever Hopeful and fuel momentum for that. He can take his extra Ever Hopefuls that he draws and stuff them into his momentum. I played against him in the second last round of Swiss. And I didn't get to see how really good the deck was because that was the one round my deck decided to just completely crap on me. And I checked 7 2s in 10 minutes across 2 games. And I got to see a little bit of his deck and get scared of it and then just walk away. This is another deck where I'd like to see it. I'm not sure if it needs to be cleaned up. It's a very Garrett Brett deck. I'm pretty sure Garrett sent him a list, judging by the amount of one-ofs. But yeah, I would like to see this at Gen Con as well because it was surprisingly good.
Yeah.
It defends itself against Stinkman pretty well. It's got a lot of answers. And it's got big hit cards.
Yeah. I was looking at it, and there's definitely a lot of one-ofs, and I wonder if maybe, I'm not the deck expert here, but Head Crush is so good. Maybe running 2 Head Crushes for kind of more accessibility to the graveyard.
Well, if I understand how Tim plays the deck, it's pretty much always going to hit. And you can just pick it back up with his response every turn.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, I could definitely maybe cutting maybe a Cat Strike. I don't know. Low blocks are good. I don't know. This is something I should talk to Sean about putting this together for tomorrow, so that way we can just play around with it. Oh,
it's
wait.
good.
He doesn't own Danger Zones.
But doesn't Jeff owns them.
I think. Oh, damn it! No, this says Balance Fighter. I can't play this for teams either.
Nope. Sorry, dude.
I have a big problem for teams. All right, 7th place, Brett Blaze playing Iori. Iori's still a thing, people. This is an update of just Iori, the original Iori, for that Neomax one came around and was way too busted. It's just running all the new evil toys, like Ophidiophobia and whatnot. And it's really terrifying. He can, if you're good at managing your life total, you can rip someone apart on turn 2 or 3 very easily. I was very scared of this deck, and it was a very close match when I played against him with my little puny 20 vitality. That I made the mistake of reversaling and putting him into desperation with a rolling cutter on turn 2, and then he just smacked me in the face with 2 Yatagarasus at 9 speed apiece.
Yep. That's what happens, buddy.
It seems like it might have consistency issues because it doesn't have a lot of card draw, but it definitely has a lot of damage output and can get very frightening very fast. Comments from you guys?
This is a deck, and it's missing. It's only. I think it needs better cards. I think it should be playing a set of Flame Restored. I think that's really it. Like, they really needed a change to it. Otherwise, this deck's pretty good.
Nando?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not familiar with a lot of those attack cards, so I'd have to look them all up. It's a lot of numbers. But yeah, you had mentioned that it's kind of the same build as the Neomax Iori. I think I do remember some of these attacks. It was the Atlanta PTC in 2014. I played against an Iori deck. I think he's banned now.
Yes,
very much. Yeah, those attacks look very familiar. So although I can't really speak to the exact details of the cards, I know that they're pretty good. But,
Oh, and Flames Restored's right here at the bottom, Jesse.
But you should play in a set.
Maybe. I don't know.
The original Iori, the 6-hand size Iori played a set.
Yeah, I don't know. I just never liked the card. And last place, Mark Slam Wisniewski playing Goro.
You almost lost to this.
Yeah. I played against him in singles. Had 3 very close games. Where basically I just sat there and waited for forever to get the perfect attack hand and used Saw Blades to commit his character down so he couldn't get the damage reduction from that, and then just killed him for exact every single time in Swiss. In top 8, after game 1, he apparently sided out like 5 of its attacks and a couple other just damage pump cards, and made it and turtled down and attempted to mill me out, which he did the first time, very unfortunately, and the second time I had 4 cards left in my deck and like 3 cards in my discard pile when I killed him for exact damage. Goro is probably the best 5-card hand size, and he almost got there against an 8.
No, yeah. I actually, on Tuesday, I played against a guy. He had that particular Goro built, and I was playing Metal Man just because I was having fun with it. And I think he was playing, I forget which resource, but he had Hakushu of Death, he had Powerful Assassin, then of course he had Wall of Goro, but he also had a lot of just poke attacks that would, not force me, but it would tempt me to block, and then of course as soon as I would block is when he would just start stringing attacks together. And if you don't have a way to, just keep his card drawing at a minimum, there's really no way to really cut him down.
What was it? It was like, all right, I'm gonna attack you, and if this attack deals damage, I'll draw. Or was it? Yeah, this attack deals damage, I'll draw a card. If it is blocked, what was it? I'll draw 2 cards. If you partially block it, I'm gonna draw 3 cards. Or I can't remember how that was set up. But
it's the one Goro attack. It's I think a zero. Yeah, the 0 low 2 or something like that, or 0. But it was Yeah, it made for some interesting interactions, and I mean, I think I took it too lightly because I was like, oh, 5 hand size. What they could do? I mean, I know he has a lot of life, but I can whittle it down. But then the interaction between Goro's response along with the wall of Goro when he started getting down, when I got him down to like 19 or 18 life, is where it got really interesting. I'm definitely glad to see that a deck like that made it to the top 8 of the PTC. I think Goro's a beast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mad respect to the 5 hand sizers.
Yeah.
Slam is very good at sneaking in the top 8s with Goro. I'm hoping he makes it in the top 8 this year in Worlds with Goro. He deserves it. He's one of the people that deserves a win on Guardboard. And while I really want to say I want him to win, I also want to win. So good luck to you, Slam.
Oh yeah.
Well, I played against Mark in the Atlanta PTC this year, and great guy. I mean, I really enjoyed our games. I think he was playing Phil Birch, Phil Burke's character.
Mm-hmm.
Nice
And
guy.
a special note, Skullman is missing from this top 8. It's not because everyone was teched against Skullman. It's because 0 of them showed up. And I think I accidentally half-engineered that.
Yes.
Because I had messaged Sean the night before saying, hey, I think we're going to bring a Skullman. You guys shouldn't bring one. And then we left Skullman at home at the last second because I decided to give Giggles Snake Man and play Jiffany.
I would have played Skullman. I would have just played it.
Yeah.
I love
Oh, yeah.
Skullman. This is good.
But so, speaking of that, let's talk a little bit about what people think are going to actually be at Gen Con as we're getting ready for the Gen Con hype.
Skullman. Lots of Skullman. If you don't have a way to beat your sideboard is not correct.
Yeah. I think Gemini Man too. You can definitely see a lot of Gemini Man. He, with all the builds that I've seen, you can do a lot of damage really quickly and efficiently with the speed boost. So I would definitely think there'd probably be some Gemini Man there.
And I think I would say Felicia as well. I think I'd probably see Felicia. She's really good.
I'm going to bring up. We started. Well, a couple of people started a subreddit for UFS the other day. I'm going to bring that up because they have a Prep for Worlds thread here that has some pretty useful things. They've got Skullman, Gemini Man, Lilith, Garrett, Brett, Snake Man, and Jack. Which I think, I'm not sure how much I agree with Jack because I've rebuilt him and been playing around with him, and I don't think he can win fast enough, nor do I think he can live long enough against some of these other decks here that are listed.
Agreed. I think Jack might actually be like he might have fallen down a tier. Like
Yeah.
I think him doing well in Atlanta was a kind of a fluke.
Yeah, I think it was a lot more of the player there, because Piglet's one of the best Jack players. I should know, being one of the other really good Jack players. At least on this side of the pond. I haven't paid too much to the UK.
I think this is a very good short list of decks, though, that you should be prepared to play against, like in some way, shape, or form. You should have something to deal with speed reduction for Lilith, most
Lilith
commonly
Gemini Man,
balanced. Yeah, Lilith Gemini Man. That can easily be covered by freeze over. That can be covered by balance fighters. You just want to have an out to it. Same with Garrett Brett.
They're all really good with speed.
Yeah. There is a lot of cards, though, that also with a lot of those decks and the symbols they can play, the biggest thing you can deal with is with Lilith, Gemini Man, Skullman, and Garrett Brett.
Mm-hmm.
And even Garrett Brett. Those you can play them on any symbol, and they are a scary deck. Snake Man, I will debate that Chaos is his best symbol. If you're playing Earth with him, you're just playing a weaker version of your deck.
Yeah. Skullman, you can play off of any of the symbols as well.
Yeah, we've tested every version. We know this.
Yeah.
And Jack's a one symbol character right now.
I would say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't think you could play him at anything but evil.
Like, I would replace Jack here with just throw decks in general. Get ready for a throw deck to show up, because there's going to be someone showing. It might be Jack. It might be Jeremy Ray. It might be a Dimitri deck.
Anybody was wondering, Matt's name on Reddit is Rogan Azrael.
Rogan Azrael.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been one of the ones that's been posting him through these threads. This is a really good thread. It actually developed pretty well. I'm going to cheat and go down a little bit. Another thing on here that stop a lot of these characters, or at least not stop, but hinder them a bunch, is Nailed It. Skullman, Gemini Man, Lilith, Snake Man. They all have abilities that they use multiple times per turn for free. So that would be another really strong card if you're playing one of those symbols. To have a couple of those main and a couple on your side.
Yep.
Revoke is much things.
Really quick, guys. I'm still learning what cards are available. So Nailed It, like you mentioned, is really good for those negating those abilities that are used multiple times per turn. When Nailed It rotates out, what is the options to turn something off like Skullman?
It's a little tight. It's
Equinox.
Equinox is probably the big one.
On your own turn, at least, to stop them from trying to dig for an answer.
But Skullman is going to be really, I won't lie, the Born in the USA Kuga plan will probably be a very solid plan to deal with characters after rotation. Because when those champ cards are gone, there's not a lot of ways to commit characters on your opponent's turn when they're active. So, I would, if you don't have your own set of Born in the USA, I may recommend that you get those, because that might be what makes all a good deck after those rotate, is it has a way to control stuff on your opponent's turn, where it's a rare thing right now.
Do you think we'll see more Kula? I think that's how you say her name. Because she has that E, the ability to negate E's.
I should read her. Kula. Trying to click on the wrong side. Edward plays enhanced ability on a non-character card.
Non-character.
Yeah, that I remember there was a reason why I didn't think she was good. Other things people think they're going to be there. Felicia, which you brought up already. Dimitri has lots of good answers to everything we just said up there. But the problem is his three symbols are three of the hardest symbols to win with right now. I don't think he's good enough, unfortunately. You're hinging a lot of your stuff on your first attack not being blocked. Yeah, this is just more people talk about how to win against things. Nailed It's, I think, a big thing. And caught red-handed to stop a lot of random card draw, because Trinity Geyser decks, that's another thing that's going to show up.
Especially after that Hill video he put out.
Yeah. All right, enough of my screen sharing. We can go back to my face. I'm sorry. But running somewhat low on time. What else would we have since I spent 40 minutes on that?
No, that's perfectly all right. We don't have another PT. What other PTC do we have after Gen Con?
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
August 29th.
Asking me about that.
Yep. After Gen Con, that's the next one. That'll be the first event with champ card rotation. Big thing. Please note for people playing in teams, you have to buy a ticket per person this year. It looks like there was Gen Con caught on to our plan. It seems, I guess. But now it's pretty much $30 total for a team, 10 per person. You must buy your tickets individually. I'm hoping that means that teams' payout will be a lot better than last year. I mean, last year we came in. I want to considering what Jeffrey Kahn got for winning team nationals with his team. He got two and a half or 3 boxes of product, and we won teams. We came in second in teams last year, and we got a box ahead, the same as the winning team, except they got to win. We got first pick of the 6 boxes, I think.
And I think that was actually they let us do that because they got a card, like the actual players.
Yeah. But I'd say I'm hoping that it'll increase the price pool a little bit, get some more cards available. I think it's going to be an interesting Gen Con this year. We're going to see a very competitive set of characters. It doesn't seem to be there's decks to beat instead of a deck to beat.
Yeah.
Like
it's still
last year,
it's like 2 or 3 instead of.
I mean, last year it was K-Dash and Aori. Those were the decks to beat last year. This year it's different characters. There's a lot of characters out there that are become viable or heavily playable.
And there's a lot of Darkstalkers characters. They're all relatively good.
They're very undertested.
Yeah, so someone could just come out of nowhere with a baby hood deck and just rip people in half.
Yeah. The other thing we got to keep in mind about this Gen Con over most is we're going to see a lot of new faces on top of a lot of old returning faces, so we could have a completely different usual looking field.
I would love a complete total upset like that.
I would love somebody who we haven't seen like since the Fantasy Flight days show up, borrow a deck, and be like I would love to see Matt Coles made an appearance.
I don't think we'll be seeing that until 2016, but I certainly hope to see Matt Coles, someone like Matt Coles again. But like I said, there's always a chance that we will have an absolute newcomer come out of the blue, totally dark horse the entire tournament, and just go nuts.
And yes, there's some players like, my buddy Alex and his brother Andy. Andy is the guy with the Felicia deck. I mean, they just started playing. I guess Alex was a month, Andy maybe 3 weeks. And, they've played Magic, they've played other card games, but they're just naturally great at strategy card games. I mean, period. And yeah, I mean there's some people who can just borrow a deck and just knock a home run. So it'll be interesting to see as there's new faces. And one thing that I wanted to ask you guys, because I know you guys have gone to like Worlds and Nationals and that, when you're preparing and you're bringing a deck, do you kind of have that backup deck as like an audible plan? Like if you say you're going in with like a Skullman deck, right? And then you're like, oh, this person's playing Skullman, I better switch to was that 10 decks?
Me? I'm joking. If you think I'm joking, this is all decks.
Wow, so it's like
you scout the room and just see what might fit best, kind of thing, or.
Well, pretty much. For me, I pretty much. I just always carry around a whole lot of decks because I like a lot of variety. I will probably pick maybe 4 out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of the 9 decks that are actually in here. I'll probably pick maybe 2 or 4, stick with those. Force one of my guys to play the other ones. Force. See how that goes. One of them already has another one of my decks, so that's my 10th or 11th deck they got. And we're going to go to Worlds like that. I pretty much am very much set on what I'm going to play, but in the eventuality that it doesn't work out or we get into teams and we fall into poor Matt's situation where he clearly can't play the deck he wants, he's going to have to go look for something else. I
have lots of decks I want to play, so that's not completely true. I just don't get to play Jiffany.
Just in case I run into too many Chaos decks and teams. I think I say Zod, but I mean Pharaoh Man. Either way, I force you to kneel.
There's also the Kevin Broberg approach of building your deck the night before. Just, that's usually why he has deck mistakes, because he builds them the night before or finishes sleeving the deck 5 minutes before the tournament's ready to go.
He's very consistent, though, right? I mean, I see his name on like all the top 8 lists, so he's doing something right. Trusting his deck the last minute.
He's one of the only 2 Grand Slam champions with having all the card types that you can win of himself. They're all just, never going to come out unless he gets art of himself done. I know some great artists that can send his way. Oh, we do too. We're trying to. He's lazy.
Well, what is he looking for? I could, reach out to my friends and be like, hey, can you, sketch something up? We can throw it his way.
I don't even know at this point. I've given up helping him.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have him message you if he's actually willing to try, but we'll see what happens.
Awesome. Yeah, let me know.
At this point, I think he wants to start getting ready for Gen Con. He's been suggested, let's try and come up with something more than a few seconds ahead of time.
What?
Talking about Kevin with his coming up with his decks at the last second. Like,
last year
he is literally building them on the hood of the car in front of the tournament center.
He's done it before.
Yep.
He built it in the back seat of on the way to, I think it was Chicago. He built his deck in the back seat.
That's way to do it.
Yeah, this is actually the first time in a lot. Like last year, I kind of just wanted to play Raiden because Raiden was the hotness last year, for me at least. And everybody got. I still feel like I get some comments about him. Like, wow, you played Raiden, good job. Raiden's not good in this year. He's not going to see play. I'm sorry to say, I will not be playing Raiden at Worlds. I have already forecasted it.
Make Turbo
You're just throwing us off. You're going to win.
No, I've literally tested every symbol. And I had an order deck that was really good, and then they banned Master of Magnetism, and the deck became unplayable. Because I was going to make it so every Omni block that's like take no damage blocks were useless, and just play all high and lows. And it was really good. It was really fun. It was going to play like Bishamon cards in it, and just be like, all right, deal with all my stuff. But like losing Master of Magnetism hurt the deck so much that it's unplayable.
Let's sigh.
And I was playing it as I wanted my text to just be fully blocked, not as I'm trying to make a blockable thing. But yeah, I was playing that deck, but yeah.
Right.
Don't worry, you could do it in Turbo. According to Church, you could do it in Turbo still, which is perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, Crash Slam Master Magnetism.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's no more in the loss there. I mean, Hoyt's legal there.
Yep.
Speaking of, I need to build a turbo deck.
We'll figure that out.
Turbo.
I might just take 40 cards that aren't sleeved yet and run with it.
Joe, how many turbo decks do you have?
I don't play.
Zero.
I have 3 built. I have 3 in theory on my UFS Ultra page that have been there for months. I have to add Darkstalker cards to it, but I'm playing Hutzel for Turbo because I want my matches done in 10 minutes. I want to literally be done on turn 3 every game. It's either I'm dead or they've won, or I've won.
Hey, my mentality as well. Good thing there's no diversity in that format.
Yep.
I think we're going to be playing 3 Hoytzel decks.
Yep.
And there's no banned cards in Turbo right now, right?
Nope. You just can't play. No champ cards. It's set and promos only. No champ cards. That's the kind of the rules, and it's Mega Man Tins up.
With all the normal promos that have been out, like Summer Heat, Ava, Celestial Beings, Focus Charge, all those reprints and whatnot. Those are all.
I want to see somebody play Ava.
No.
Activate one. You get 1 activation. You die. 1, maybe 2.
I did the math. I did the math for Turbo. I think you get 3.
You better kill him with those 3.
Not possible. Can't kill them with 5.
Alright.
Bro.
All right, so I think that's about it for this week. Anyone else want to say anything?
I just want to again, mention that I guess our website is now 12 days old. Our goal is to provide, either deck lists, an article, or video. Trying to do it daily. It's been pretty time consuming now since we're we're starting it up, but we're really open to feedback. We want feedback on what you guys like, what you guys don't like, what you guys want to see more of, because we really want to create this site. Just, I love reading about. I'm a Magic player. I love reading about Magic. I used to play Star Wars. I love reading about Star Wars. So I really want this to be a site where you can kind of start your day. Oh, let me read some fun stuff about UFS, whether it's kind of like a blast from the past thing or deck lists or whatever. So and this is really to everyone watching. You guys, I mean, please reach out to me, Facebook or the email fernando@superaragonbrothers.com or wherever, call me and let me know what you guys want to see, and I would love it too if you guys want to submit deck lists. I can put the deck lists up if you guys want to write articles. Really just trying to get some stuff out there. So, and I appreciate you guys inviting us on the show. That's super cool, and we're definitely going to have you guys on our show as well.
All right. Actually, I have one thing.
Sure.
The link to my stream for Top Deck Heroes is broken.
Okay.
I checked that earlier when I went to your site. I'll give you the correct link. I think I found out what it was. I think you linked it to the stream of the video on Twitch, and Twitch deleted that video because they'll only keep it for a week. Because that's what it looks like it tried to do.
It doesn't go into past broadcasts?
Twitch deletes those.
He's not on contract with Twitch, so they don't hold his stuff. Yeah, if you're just a random person, Twitch is awful to you, unless you upload your stuff to YouTube.
Well, cool. Well, just send me over the link. Just email it to me or Facebook, and I can fix that today. That's a
I'll take care of that after the show.
Awesome.
Okay, so sending us out. As always, guys, please like and subscribe. Head over to the Super Aragon Brothers. Go like and subscribe them too. I don't know if they have a YouTube page, but they should.
We do. Yeah, please do. I think.
Okay, they do. Go do the same stuff for them. Give them subscribers and likes too. We need it more, but go help them.
Hey, we'll take what we get. It's all right.
We are actually very close to our subscription goal, so if somebody wants that fabulous prize of promos we put up, I believe we're only a good 17 or 15 people away from 100 subscribers. So go do that. Again, we will not be airing for the next 2 weeks. I may have my cell phone with me and do roving interviews. God only knows what I'll be able to get done with the cell phone camera, but I will try. Next week we're not available due to Matt and Jesse playtesting. Maybe I'll do something on my own. God only knows, and God help you.
I thought you had something planned next week.
Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta go do superhero stuff for children at the Science Center in Nashville. Come see me get dressed up as a superhero.
Oh, that's awesome. What superhero?
Sandman from the Justice Society. I like the old noir pulp guys. Gives me a reason to wear my trench coat and fedora and not look like a total idiot. But like I said, we will not be here next week. We will look and hope to see and meet every single one of you at Gen Con. Please feel free to track me, Matt, or Jesse down. We would love to sit, chat, say hi. If you got cards you want these two to sign, I'm sure Jesse will sign every single item you give him. Matt will sign every single Gemini Man and probably take it from you so he can backsleeve his decks in Gemini Man. I'll just sign whatever you
Give me
want.
all your
All I have
murderous
to say,
Huh?
I'll wait till after the stream to tell you this little note, Juice, because a wrestling note to Joe, but I'll tell him after stream because it just got posted.
Anyone who's watching this is coming to Gen Con. Bring me murderous intents. I'm still collecting them. Not a lot of people know this because I haven't been public about it, but I want to get to 500.
And if you guys want me to sign a card, I'll be more than happy to. I don't have a signature card, so whatever you feel like it works for me.
It's right there. Shouldn't you be signing copies of Joe Higashi's?
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, I'm going to place an order with Rochester CCG for a Joe, so I can have Joe sign it.
I really should call this one the name dropping episode.
Rochester CCG.
We've already promoted them.
Well, I got to say this. Rochester CCG has been fantastic in helping us build the community here. I guess Matt may know how many common and uncommon sets we've bought. I can't even.
Decent amount.
Yeah, a lot. And as soon as y'all have more King of Fighters up there, we'll buy those too.
Oh yeah, Ruler of Time. That's the one I'm missing right now. Ruler of Time, common uncommon set. That's the one. So.
And we've been having the demo days Sundays at Wasteland Gaming, Duluth, Georgia.
You're on here.
Yeah, and those common and uncommon sets, it's great value, and it's awesome to be able to, okay, yeah, these are the Mega Man and Proto Man demo decks, but here we also have these commons and uncommons. They're awesome from King of Fighters, Mega Man set. Here you go. So it's really great. I can't imagine the game without Rochester CCG. So I really appreciate it.
Sean put the singles market of this game back on the map. I won't lie. He had to buy me. I was at the time when he wanted to start everything up. I was a part of his collaborative collection, and I remember I was still living with Sean at the time. And he came over to me, and I'm paying my last month's rent before I'm moving out. And he's like, "So we want to buy you out of the collection." And I'm like, "How about you hand me my rent money back?" And that was my buyout. So Rochester CCG could form, and I'm so happy for him because he got me back in the game. I literally didn't play through pretty much all of Red Horizon and all of Tide of Vengeance. I didn't touch the game until KOF came back. So I came back to what does this card do? Okay, what does this card do? Played a lot of that game for a while.
That's where I am right now.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me read your card.
Have a card?
All right.
All right. So we're out. We will see you at Gen Con. Take care.
Gen Con!
See you there.
See you there.
Night, folks.
Everybody.
Night.
I just want to hang up the call, not exit.